So we've all seen AIs that can write, right? And AIs that create amazing images, and even ones that compose music. They're like these incredible solo performers. But what happens when you bring them all together in an orchestra? What if the next giant leap for AI isn't just about making better soloists, but about teaching them all to play in perfect harmony? And that is the huge idea we're going to dig into. A single AI that doesn't just do one thing, but actually conducts an entire symphony of specialized AI tools, all to bring one complex idea to life. So, let's dive in and see how this all works. Okay, so take a look at this. This is basically our roadmap. It shows a whole ecosystem of different AI tools for text, images, music, even robotics. And right there, smack in the middle, is the chatbot. We're going to see how this central hub acts as the conductor, taking one simple idea and turning it into a rich multimedia reality.
All right, first things first, let's get to know our conductor. What exactly is this AI orchestrator doing? So at the very heart of this thing, you've got this central brain. But it's not just a chatbot you ask questions. No, think of it more like the mission control for this entire operation. It takes our requests, figures out the end goal, and then masterfully delegates the right tasks to the right specialized tools.
The source material calls this chatbot a logic engine, which is just a perfect way to describe its role. It's the ultimate translator. It takes our conversational, sometimes kind of vague, human language and turns it into the precise technical commands that all the other AI tools need to do their jobs.
Okay, so let's see how this actually works. We're going to trace the path of a simple idea, starting as just a spoken word, and watch how it gets transformed into a whole series of coordinated commands. The whole thing kicks off right here with the speech-to-text module. A user just speaks an idea out loud. This module has one job and one job only. Capture that audio and turn it into text. Then, that text gets fired straight over to our central chatbot.
Now, once the chatbot has that text, it puts out a new hat, what the sources call a prompt engineer. And this is so critical. It doesn't just pass the message along. It analyzes what you really want, breaks it down, and then engineers specific, tailored prompts for each specialized AI module it needs for the project.
So let's watch this prompt engineer do its thing. Let's say the user has an idea for a multimedia piece, and now the chatbot is about to send out its orders to the whole orchestra. First up, it pings the AI video module. Based on the user's idea, it generates a super clear, concise prompt. Create a time-lapse of a city. That command gets sent, and the video AI gets right to work. But you know, a silent video is only half the story. So at the exact same time, the chatbot sends another command, this time to the music generation module. Create an upbeat synthwave track. And just notice how smart this is. The two prompts are totally designed to complement each other. And this right here is exactly why that prompt engineer role is so vital. You just can't talk to a music AI the same way you talk to a text AI. It's like speaking two different languages. Text AIs need prompts about story and information. Music AIs need prompts about mood and genre. The central chatbot understands this and acts as the expert translator for every single tool in its orchestra. Okay, so sending out commands is one thing. But how do you make sure the video and the music actually line up perfectly? Well, this is where the system gets really clever. It's all about something called the feedback loop.
A feedback loop is pretty much what it sounds like. After an AI module, like that video generator, finishes its task, it doesn't just sign off. It sends a report, its final product, right back to the central chatbot. It's basically a system of checks and balances.
Let's jump back to our main map here to see this in action. See those purple arrows? Those are these crucial feedback loops. They flow from the individual tools back to the central chatbot. This is how the conductor hears what each section is playing, making sure everything stays perfectly in sync.
And this changes everything. As the source material puts it, this feedback turns the whole process from a static one-way command into a dynamic conversation. The audio and visual creations are constantly informing the chatbot, letting it make adjustments in real time. So how does this feedback create that perfect harmony? Well, first, it matches the duration. If the music AI reports back that the track is 60 seconds long, the chatbot tells the video AI to generate exactly 60 seconds of footage. It also makes sure of thematic consistency, verifying that the feel of the upbeat music actually matches the energy of the city time-lapse. And maybe most importantly, it allows for dynamic adjustments. If anything's out of sync, the chatbot can instantly refine its prompts and send out new orders until it's just.
Now, this whole system isn't just for creating art and media. The same principles of orchestration can be used to translate our spoken words into actual physical action.
The process is going to look really familiar. It starts with the speech-to-text module grabbing a verbal command. Then, our prompt engineer, the chatbot, translates that into precise instructions for the AI robotics module. Finally, the robot performs the action, and a feedback loop reports back to the chatbot to verify the task was completed correctly.
Here's a perfect example of that translation step. A person might say something conversational, like, "Please grab that crimson cube." The chatbot's logic engine just cuts through all the nuance and converts it into a technical command the robot can actually execute. Pick up the red block. It's the ultimate bridge between human intent and machine action.
So after seeing how this whole AI orchestra works, what's the big picture? What does this integrated future of AI really mean for us?
Looking at our map one last time, the key takeaway becomes crystal clear. The power isn't just in the individual modules, the text generator, the video creator, the robot. The real power is in the orchestrator, that central chatbot that makes each of those tools way more powerful by helping them work together in a synchronized, intelligent way.
And ultimately, this points to a fundamental shift in how we should think about AI. The future is probably less about a collection of brilliant soloists and more about a single, unified orchestra. The biggest breakthroughs won't just come from making individual tools smarter, but from creating these seamless ecosystems where they can collaborate to achieve things none of them could do alone.
Which leaves us with one final, fascinating question. Once we have an entire orchestra of AI tools at our command, all working in perfect harmony, what will be the first symphony we ask it to compose?